All right, so here we are. Boy, it's hot. I just did some weed whacking. It's about to start raining. God knows we need it. Okay, so all right, let's put this up. I love this gun, this cack. Everybody talk shit, but I'm like, yeah. One dude talked about shit. Usually you don't have one. Now, is it a sub MA weight Superfly gun? No, that's not its purpose. But I love it for what it is. Smooth, feels good, lightweight, good pedigree, good overall company. At any rate, let's check out this Arca holder for the Rangecraft and or Garmin. I saw this and I was like, I kind of like the look of that one better. Yeah, the company's called Ballistik Research Group, and the Arca mount itself is an Odin Works Arca mounts. So I guess looks to be of a heavy-duty polymer with a metal Arca. Well, we'll see if it was a mistake. I can always send it back. It looks 3D printed, actually, to be honest. Alright, let's see. Why don't we add the thing first? That's going to be like that, so we need to mount it in this orientation. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's grooved. It's not going to let it fit. Because this isn't flat. I guess this is... See how this has these little lips? Damn it. Okay, so I guess it's going back. I don't see a way to make that work. There is none. Guess I don't think so. Man, they should have just left that flat. Well, proprietary shit. Yeah, it's ledged. If it was a flat surface, I'd be fine. I don't see a way to make that work. See? Let me see if I can jimmy rig it. It's off center. Once it goes, see, the shelf is killing me. Man, if that was flat, it'd be fine. Ah, bummer, dude. This thing wasn't cheap either, like 130 bucks. Alright, I'm at a bit of an impasse here. I looked it up. The Area 419 version is made out of aluminum. It's all billet. That also appears to have this pocket that's carved out for the Garmin footprint. Now this isn't, it's a bit wider than the Garmin. So as you can see, where this would normally sit with the Garmin, it's off, so the screw can't reach it. So what are my options? A, I already processed the return. Print out the label, send it back, get my $125 back. Now that being said, there is no alternative. Not yet anyway, unless somebody drops one for this footprint. So we're back to the little tripod, which is fine. But I really wanted this to work. Option 2, modification. Well, option 2 could be buy a Garmin. Run the Garmin, and then run this standalone next to it. And do comparison videos. And I'll get some views. Be curious to see how this and the Garmin line up on feet per second. Option 3 would be modification. Now, what could we do? I was just in my garage looking around, saying, well, I got a Dremel set up, and I'm thinking about it with a brand new sander. And I'm wondering, this has a pitch to it. This angles up. Is this hollow or is this solid plastic? It feels solid. I don't feel any flexing. Because essentially what I would have to do, let me see if I can get down there and see it at the same time. Yeah, so we're like 1/3 of an inch off. Meaning if this could move this way a hair, then that would line up. So can I remove this material without affecting the structural integrity and turn that ramp into a flat, essentially removing this material here? But it's an all or nothing scenario. Once I start going at it with a Dremel, there's no returning it and getting the money back. Another option, I thought, well, I wonder if I bought some cheap double-sided Velcro tape and put a little piece here, a little piece there, and just set it like that. All it has to do is be stable. It's not a scope or anything, right? It just has to stay on there. That's an option. And just basically slice a little piece here and put a little piece here. Put the opposite pieces here and there, or however it would line up, and then it would be stable without having to modify. And in worst case, I think if I wanted to take it off and still return it, a little gooby gone. But you have to be careful. A lot of these double-sided tapes are really strong adhesive. I'd want something that didn't have strong adhesive. So I don't know. You know, my brain's telling me send it back, get the money. Use this. It came with it. Just run it next to the gun. The other side of me is like, this is kind of cool. All attached, ready to go. Put up on the tripod. You can run it on the tripod with that as well. You can't do that with this unless you mount it to another tripod beside you with an Arca, you know, or whatever. I don't know. Okay, well, 125 bucks. I hope I don't fuck this up. I used a bolt with the same thread pitch. But we're still having the same issue where this angled shelf is blocking it from seating, so hope I'm not making the wrong choice here. Let me get a spotlight going. Hold it like that. Give it a grind. No guts, no glory. Can't get comfortable with it. I need to switch to a cone. Seeing a bit of hole. Yeah, not moving around. Better. So how's our lateral? Oh, no, we still gotta. Damn, how am I gonna get it in that far? It's gonna come down a 1/4 inch or so. Oh, that is hollow. Yeah. Fuck, I was worried about that. It's not solid, it's hollowed out. However, still feels structurally sound. You know, I just put a piece of black tape. I don't give a fuck. As long as it holds it. Hard to align this. No, we're well. You're connect. You know what? It's connected through the sides and the full bottom. I don't think I'm. Let's just clear that whole piece away. I might have thrown away $125, but I should have done just buy a cheap 3D printer and build. Well, this is pretty involved. Man, we're close. We are close. Just cover that with a piece of black tape and we're done. We have a bingo on the placement. Let's see. Gentlemen, we have success. Needs a touch on the edge there. That's solid though. Okay. Now, should I cover this with tape or leave it be? When that's on it, it's covering it. Honestly, the way this groove is actually, in a way, it's kind of beneficial that it's a bit hollow in the center, because this little angled edge is hooking right into those two holes. I think we're gonna call it a success. What I might want to do is spray a little something in there, like insulating foam. No, it's still solid. I'm gonna leave it be. The goal is for it to fit and be tight. We've achieved that. I didn't destroy it to the point where it's non-functional. It's fully functional. It was $125. It's got some $25 Temu special here going. Yeah, American company. What I will do is send a message to the Ballistik guys and say, hey guys, FYI, this is what I did. If your next version of this, depending on how the sales are, I just saw these on sale for $3.99 on Optics Planet today. They're dropping that price. I don't know why. It's a good little unit, but talk about cheap. That's a lot cheaper than I paid. A bit awkward to get locked in, but once you're in, you ain't going nowhere. Where you going? Nowhere. Thank you, Mr. Dremel. Alright, let's go attach it. Cool. Okay, so I just realized that there isn't enough rail room to leave the bipod on and allow for the Athlon. Just because it's a shorter rail. With the 15.3, I'd have ample. Not that you need the bipod on when it's on the tripod. However, some guys use it to counterbalance, to add a little more weight to the, that kind of deal. Well, it is what it is. It's not a huge deal. As far as functionality, which one's the power button? I can't see anything. Fuck me, I'm getting old, man. Even with that, I can't see. The lighting in this room sucks. Power, thank you. I want to see how it lines up when I'm back here shooting. Bam. Yeah. Now it's a long barrel. So, I think when I was at the club the last time we tested it, it was right about here, maybe a little further forward on the table. Hopefully that's enough. What is this? Okay. Press OK. Which one's OK? New session. Quick start. Rifle. Alright, so this will give us an idea. We'll flex there. It does have springs for some reason, I guess, to adjust for recoil. So it moves instead of allowing all that reverberation to... I don't know, man. Where's that big boy? What exactly do you tighten? I loosened this up just to see what it did. I didn't really... It just loosened up, but I thought maybe it would allow for this kind of movement, left and right, lateral. It seemed to. I didn't go all the way with it, but... Well, I don't know. Was it a good spend of money? $125? Probably not. See. Last time it gave me like 4,000 when I tested it when I first got it. Let's see what it does. Nothing. Well, that's this guy. I'm just gonna make him a little tighter. Tools in there somewhere. I wonder if that's gonna be close enough to that barrel. Well, I guess we won't know until we take it out and try it. Where's my envy here? Yeah. It worked once when I first got it. They did that. No, it's not. I don't know. KPF average. SD. All right. Well, maybe that was a fluke. We'll see. All right. Well, that little adventure's over. Now, the Area 4191 is made out of all friggin' super billet there. $180 with the much better quality Arca. We'll run this for a while and see how it does. You know, it's not terrible. It's not great. The polymers, it's pretty solid in its base form. Touch of movement, but with these springs in there, maybe that's a good thing for the bigger calibers. At any rate, we got it on there. And we may have to find a little something I can spray in there, but those holes kind of are grabbing those small little corners. I might just leave it as is, call it a day. All right. That's it. Till next time, your boy Jake America. Peace.